Hey girl,
Well, hello, ma'am.
what's up, girl? It's it's been a
Hi.
minute.
It has. It has. How are things?
Ah, things are going well. It's going good, going good. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff going on here and there, but all is well. I have no complaints. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no complaints worth complaining about. You know?
No. And if you complain, it wouldn't do any good. So,
None whatsoever, but make me tired.
uh,
Don't do nothing but make me tired of me. So I
no.
try not to do
Well,
much of that complaining. So I start complaining. I'm like, oh Lord, let me just hush. I'm getting on my own nerve.
stop.
That's usually how they work.
Stop,
I'm
stop.
serious. If I start complaining and fussing about stuff, oh God, oh Lord, I need y'all. Everybody leave me alone because I know I'm getting on y'all nerves. I'm getting on my own nerves. Just please give me some space so I can be quiet and hush and shut up before I go off on me.
No. Well,
I'm about to go off on
I,
y'all and me too.
oh, no. Well, I guess, that's a good conversation because, like, with being mothers and you being married and having a full life takes over sometimes and we get really busy and you have to try to prioritize things the best that you can. And
Right.
with you, I know school right now, as well as your family and your ministry, is quite important. So that's why we haven't been on because
Yes, I've been
those
busy.
yeah, yes, but it's growth, you know.
See what I'm talking about? When these children just ran up in here. That was one of the twins. That was one of the twins
Yeah,
saying, "Hello, everybody. I want to talk
yes,
to." Say, this the realest sister in the room.
yes, yes. See, but you know what? People understand if they have kids and family and all of that. If they don't, then hey, get some, get some
Whatever.
of this,
Get on our
get
level.
some, get
Have a
some.
few
Have
babies
some
and
fun,
stuff.
because having a busy day, even though it's busy, you get tired. It's fulfilling though, because you
Mm-hmm.
served your purpose. Because
Right.
I would hate to be one of those people that have nothing to do.
Ugh, I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely nothing.
Because if you don't
So
have nothing, then you don't understand why everybody else, you feeling some type of way because everybody else got something going on. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I done
yes,
been in that boat
and
before.
hmm,
Saying that's one
we
reason
all
why I
have.
don't have a whole bunch of friends either. People don't be understanding.
Mm,
You be expecting me to be too available. I'm not an octopus. You know how many people I live with?
yeah,
You know how many
you
folks
say
live
you
in the
are.
same house? You know,
And he said you got too many hats to put on, and
shoot. You know
you
I got a
know,
mama
and
too. You know I got a daddy too and a sister too, and all that good stuff, and in-laws too, and all that.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and people don't get that you just you're not stuck in your life. You've moved on and you're moving to the next level, the next season in your life, the next whatever.
I'm
And it's
trying.
hard to hey, we all are. But you know what? This
Not
next
everybody.
season,
Not
oh,
everybody.
oh,
Not
okay.
everybody. Some people ain't trying to grow nowhere. I am. We are. But everybody ain't trying to grow nowhere. There's a
Yeah,
lot of people that's like, nah, I'm good. I'm done growing. I don't want nothing better. I don't want to do nothing. I want to keep doing the same foolishness that I've been doing. And that's it. So, mm. But it's a lot of people. The majority of people, they trying to, you know what I'm saying? Do something.
moving, moving and shaking,
Make
growing
some shake.
steadily. They steadily pouring into themselves and fertilizing, their tree. I call it their little tree that's gonna grow and blossom into something wonderful. And I actually get excited when people have new stuff going on. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm the only person. I'm a weirdo. Like if you see,
No. But that's what we should do. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, even if it's a small victory, nobody should have to celebrate alone. You know what I'm saying?
no,
And every milestone, every progressive movement is celebratory. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you're not stagnant anymore. You're not making regressive movements. You're not retreating. You know, you're moving forward. You haven't lost momentum. You're still moving. So I mean,
yeah,
that's celebratory. Shoot, yeah. I'd be glad to have somebody celebrating my little small victories. You know, it feels better when you don't celebrate alone.
yeah, but they're not small victories. Every victory is a big victory, regardless of the size, because it's actually progress. And the thing is that I like progress. I like to see people doing things and moving forward. And like I said, I'm kind of a weirdo because if you say, "Oh, Shanae, I just got this promotion," what? We got this promotion? Like I think I done something too. I include myself, and I think that's my weirdness because it's motivation to me to see people do well. And so I take it on as if it was my accomplishment too. And I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, but you know, it
No,
depends
it's
on
not.
others. But I do get excited. I like good news. I like to hear people doing things, and so sometimes it does. I probably can be extra. I'll be all excited and having me a good little time, but it's actually good to see people moving because then you know that you can do that same thing. It may not be the
Right.
exact same lane that they're in, but you definitely can do your own thing and succeed because you've seen someone else do it as well.
Right. But you know what? It's not weird that you say that, and I'm going to speak from the person being on the receiving end of your extra in this season. And so, like right now, like the classes that I've been taking over the summer, I've been like, man, it's time to put the deuces in the wind. I don't like these classes. I don't like this professor. It's just no. And how did I end up with 3 classes with the same professor? I can't get away from this. You know what I'm saying? This uncomfortable place. But just the people that are in my corner, what I'm saying? I guess it's like my cheerleaders, what I'm saying? My cheer squad that's around me, what I'm saying? It's like that keeps me motivated. Like, when you're like, oh yay, we did it, we doing this, we whatever. And I'm like, okay, well now I can't quit because if I quit then, what I'm saying? It's like we quitting. The village, the whole squad quitting in it. So no, with this much support, with this much motivation, this many people in my corner, I don't have a good excuse to quit, you know,
Yeah.
excuse me. And so, it's very motivating. And sometimes, people can be very successful. They can be in their place of great success, but they still need motivation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's ever a point that you would arrive in life that you don't need motivation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need motivation just to get up out the bed in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because life get that hard sometimes. Especially in a time like this, there's so many people, commit suicide, homicide, all kinds of stuff. And it's like they feel like they hopeless, they don't have anything, no positive motivation in their life. They don't have any positive inspiration in their life. So, I mean, if you feel like you don't have nothing to lose, you don't have anything to live for either. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's kind of, so I am grateful for the people in my life that's extra. They celebrate, they push me, they motivate me, and I try, to be that same type of support, that same type of light, that same type of energy for other people. Because I've had some hard times. I've been like, you know what? today will be a good day. Just get in the car and like Thelma and Louise drive. Just drive. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just going. I'm getting up out of here today.
Yes.
I've had down through the years, girl. Listen, life have had me plenty of moments like that. But it's the people around me that encourage me, that push me, seeing them winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, they're at the top of their game, they doing their thing. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I can't not be around to see what they gonna do next, what's gonna happen for them next, where they gonna win at next, No, but it's not extra, that's necessary.
Yeah, and I'm like that too, because that's me. I want to always see what's next, because I know if they got to, it's like playing Mario Brothers. I guess they get to that one level, and then they move on to the next level. It's like, oh, they gonna keep winning, and they gonna get to the next level. I gotta see. I don't want to quit. I'm gonna stay up all night and watch this.
Yes, that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Girl, now listen, baby, that Nintendo would have you hooked back in the day, didn't it? Baby, that Nintendo, playing Mario Brothers or playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Girl, listen, I be chasing coins, chasing rings all night long. On that Sega Genesis back in the day.
Yeah, hey, I was a Mario Brothers girl. I'd be up playing, trying to win, get the mushrooms, and Lord child, yeah, I never did win. I never got to the end.
Well, see, we didn't have a Nintendo. We had a Sega Genesis. My parents didn't ever get us a Nintendo, but they did get us a Sega Genesis. Baby, and I think I still got my Sega Genesis.
Hey.
I don't know if it worked. I don't think it worked, but I think I still have it. And baby, that was from probably 1990. I don't even know where probably 92, 93, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in them early 90s, baby. I'd be sonicking it up all night long.
That's crazy. You still got it though. I wonder, it might work. You might.
Girl, I don't know, but I know I got it. I know it's here in this house. It's here in this house.
Wow. But you know what? Hey, keep it. It might be worth something.
Girl, probably dusty as I'll get out, but still got that retro Genesis on deck. Now, what I wish I had was Sega Dreamcast. Girl, they used to be my favorite. That was my favorite gaming console. Yeah, it's a Dreamcast.
I think I stopped playing after that. And then it's funny because I don't really play the games or whatever, but when my son got big enough, he started playing. And so I would try to be involved, but I could never win. They got tired of me. I get kicked off. The only one I was good at was Wii, and that was playing tennis. But I got kicked off.
Listen, girl, you be thinking Venus and Serena on that Wii tennis.
Yeah, I got kicked off because because it comes with it had a racket. I played with just the Wii control. I wanted the whole setup. I wanted the racket. I think I whacked my son with that racket, and that was when my game was over. No more.
You banned from the Wii for life.
Yeah, I got banned. I did.
Now these kids got a Wii around here too, but they don't be playing it. It's a Wii. They got all these games. Christian has one of them new PlayStations or whatever, one of them newer games. He be up there in their room falling asleep playing the game. I'm like, what in the world? I don't know what they be playing, but honey, them games they got these days they quite different.
Yeah.
From what girl. Now listen, that duck hunt, girl, that little gun, you think you're really shooting something.
I remember Duck Hunt. Oh my God.
And what was the game? The track game that had the power pad, girl. Now listen. You remember the power pad? Funny, you running on the power pad, jumping like you jumping hurdles and stuff. Oh man, it used to be so fun. That used to be so fun. We didn't have that game in our house, but two of my cousins, you know what I'm saying, they had the Nintendo, they had the power pad and everything. Baby, we would be all over one auntie house. Everybody We coming today. We coming this weekend. Couldn't wait to go get together so we can get on that Nintendo, girl.
Yes,
Mm-mm-mm.
I remember. Oh, to be a kid again. Now we gotta be grown and responsible.
But you know what? Just because you're grown and responsible don't mean you can't have good, clean fun. Yes, you can. Girl, please, I'll be here. Get on this Xbox. No, and I'm finna do it by myself.
Oh, I would say that, but I really don't know how to play any of the games. Like my son has the PlayStation 4. I
I
don't know.
don't, baby, listen, I ain't never touching none of them.
Yeah, that's
I
too
don't know nothing
young
about
for
all
me.
them. Mm-mm. Now, listen, I quit at the Xbox 360, okay? That's when I got out the game.
Oh, and I be
That's when
wondering.
gamer life was over for me.
Yeah,
The Xbox and the Wii. Mm-mm.
yeah, I gave up after I played, but they would have to set it up. I still don't know how to set everything up for the games, and that's really crazy. You buy all this stuff, but you don't know how to. I don't know how to work any of it. Like
I
I'm like,
used
set it
to.
up and we'll play.
I used to, but I don't know what happened in the last 5 years. I be like, hey, hey, can you hey, do this thing for me. Do, do this thing for me.
Oh, crazy! It's fun
Girl.
though. It makes me feel old, but you can do too much on a PlayStation. You can play DVDs, watch Netflix, do all of this other stuff.
For
Yeah,
real? Now listen, girl, put me up on game because I don't know nothing about that. Let me find out. Let me find out. If these kids, I finna say when they go back to school, they ain't finna go to school. School is here at the house right now. We doing the
yes.
virtual learning. So I'm gonna be up in your room on all the DVDs.
I found that out because I was wondering why my son would have DVDs or he would be watching or they be having a controller at the couch. And I'm like, well, what? Ain't nobody playing the game. Well, they using it to get online and watch the things. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So I was like,
Yep.
they out my house now, so y'all can do whatever y'all want to do with these little games and run up y'all's light bill, but I'm good.
Girl, I be glad when one of these jokers get their own like bill. Then I'll be sad though. You know what I'm saying? I be saying that, but then I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
oh, you're going to middle school.
I know. What? It was sad. It was sad. My daughter moved out first, so it was because she was the youngest, and I was like, man. But honestly, I thought she was gonna come back. Like
Really?
I did. I thought once she got out there and she realized what it was, like all these bills really got to be paid and all of that. I figured she'd be like, forget this. I'm gonna go back eventually at home.
She said no.
But she never
She
did.
good.
Yeah, she's good. Now it took a little
Yeah,
more
that's
coaxing
awesome.
to get that son of mine on out the house. I believe that he thought he was staying forever because he went ahead and just started him a family and brought them
He
over
trying to
here.
make sure you can't be having no, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you know, boo things gonna be up in.
And that's
that's
real.
that's
Now,
that's what
honestly, that's
sons be
real.
on now. You is not gonna be having no boo thing, mama. You is
Yeah,
not.
get you a dog. Now you hear, get you
Uh-uh.
a dog. I heard that so many times. I don't want a dog. Get you a dog. Get you, you do that. You just need a dog. Just I would like to have somebody I can talk. You can talk to the dog.
Make sure you ain't
No.
trying to have no too much fun in the boom boom room up in her mama.
Yeah. That's the boom boom room. Well, we finally got him on out, and yeah, yeah, he got him on out, and I thought he was gonna find every reason to come back, but he made it. It was a struggle though because honestly, with my son, I don't think he knew that bills needed to be paid. I don't know if he even got paid those, but He would, I mean, he would work, and I think that first month or two was a struggle for him. And I tell the story because it's funny to me because he would get paid. He go pick up Elijah from daycare, go get him a haircut, go spend his whole check in the mall buying Elijah frivolous stuff like toys, clothes, shoes to go home. But what you gonna do about them lights? What are you gonna do about that water bill? What are you gonna do about this? And
Yes.
he was like, but I bought Elijah all this. Elijah, first of all, didn't need all this stuff, and I guess y'all gonna be living in one of them shoes of his, or or whatever the case. But like, I really think and that
Oh
he
God.
back like the rent part of his apartment he got, but the lights and the everything else, I don't think he understood that had to be paid too. And so I had to explain to him like, yo, this you got to take care of
Don't
all
you
of this
buy this baby.
too.
Don't you buy this baby not now shoe if the water
Nothing.
bill ain't paid.
Yes, and it took 2 months. We got him straightened out because I think at that point, um, Jamie was like, he don't understand that he gotta pay this, and he was like, and he really just felt like he was justified in his actions. Like I bought Elijah all this. I understand you taking care of your child, but if you ain't got no water
That's
and
a problem.
lights, then yeah, you're not taking
Baby, ain't
care of
no
your
sense of
kid.
having no place. You ain't got no lights and stuff on in there. You in the
Yeah,
dark and,
so
and it's dry as a bone in there.
yeah, and I guess that says a good thing about us as parents because we take care of everything and we do whatever,
Right.
and we didn't put that stress on our kids of this they heard about turn out you run up my light bill. Yeah, they heard that, but I don't think they really just thought about it or whatever. So it
Yeah.
was
It's
for me
different
just
when you doing it. Yeah.
yeah, you go over their house once they realize lights had to be paid. They sit in the dark in there just it chilling.
Hey, you can cook.
Oh,
What's going on? Y'all lights ain't
yeah, no, we
on.
don't need no lights. Well, funny you mentioned that. For 18, 19, 20 years, y'all needed all the lights. You hear all of them. Y'all thought y'all needed the lights when you wasn't at home. You heard, so
That.
it's funny. It's crazy, but it's good. It's good to see your kids grow and move out. When it comes that time, you still gonna feel some type of way,
Yeah.
but we have made our kids ready. This is what we grooming them for, to go out into the world and be productive. But I don't know if you ever gonna be fully ready because you still gonna check on them. And for me, because people say, "Do you talk to your kids every day?" I try not to because I don't want to be that parent. Hey, what y'all? Because I can call over there every day, or I can stop by there every day. But you don't want to just take over because then it's
Hmm.
almost like you're back in their lives and you're not letting them grow. I give them a chance to get get away from me a little bit, but I check in on them. I text them and all of that, talk to them.
Yeah.
So
Now, I know when I first left home, my mom, she would call and check on. Now, my grandpa, he would call. He was calling every day. He didn't care what. I'm going to call you every day between the news. You know what I'm saying? Between the midday news and the 6 o'clock news. You getting a phone call.
yeah,
Like, I'm not calling you while the news is on. Don't you call me neither because the news is on. But
yeah,
like my mom, she didn't call me every day. You know what I'm saying? Even now, she don't call every day, but too many days go by. Hey, I ain't talked to you in a while. It might be 3 days some past, but still, hey, I ain't talked to you in a while. Just checking to see what's going on. And I I understand that. She's kind of made some comments around the same. I don't want to be overbearing or whatever, or just so I kind of try to you know not talk to y'all every single, call you all the time, call you every day, call y'all, whatever. But it's good though. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to give them that opportunity to find their own way. You know what I'm saying? You have to allow, and the thing about it is like, oh my God, excuse me, for me, that was a difficult thing. You know what I'm saying? Even like when they start becoming teenagers, it's like, but I like, no, I'm not ready for this part yet. Like, I don't think you ready for this part neither, but you have to allow them to come into their own so that, they can be who they are. So I still struggle with that sometimes. I'm, trying not to be I don't know, try not to be a dictator over here, but sometimes I don't know. I guess that's a part of parents have growing pains too. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of times people don't realize that parents have growing pains too. Your kids have growing pains, but you have some too as a parent when your kids growing up. You can't come to their rescue all the time. Sometimes they have some hard situations and they have to ride them out. And sometimes you have to just be like, oh, it's killing you to just see, your baby going through a situation or whatever, and they don't have it figured out, and you got to answer for them, but you got to figure out how to find the answers, sometimes. So that's hard stuff. That's hard stuff. Life is funny like that. I'm saying, I know I had some stuff, and I was like, oh my God, growing up when I left home, 'cause I was 19 when I left home. Um, I was used to paying bills and stuff like that. I knew about that because, like, when I got my first job, I was like, well, I want to help with something. And so, I did whatever my little responsibilities were. I took care of those or whatever. But so I was kind of prepared for that part. But like I didn't have I didn't have a good understanding about like credit and how credit worked. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I really knew was, okay, don't you get out there and mess up your credit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't mess your credit up.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand, well, what is messing your credit up? What do you do to not mess it up? And how do you mess it up? You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a good understanding about that. I got some instruction, but, I knew that, okay, you need to save money. I'm saying, okay, I knew the importance of that. So, I was saving a little money and whatnot, but it was some stuff that I just really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I think that my mom, she did the best that she could to show me, to give me the knowledge that she had, but even some of the knowledge she had, she probably didn't have. You know what I'm saying? I just learned later on in life, just kind of in retrospect, just seeing how things progressed, and as I gained more knowledge, I came to the understanding, okay, well, she gave me what she had, and her parents gave her what she had. But, and it may not have been a full picture, but hey, we're growing somewhere from generation to generation, and it's like, well, I try to, things that I didn't know, things that I didn't understand, I try to make sure that I kind of make it as clear as I can for my kids, so that some mistakes that I made, they don't make, and even stuff I'm just not figuring out. Hey, if I'm learning, you're gonna learn this too.
Yeah.
So
I know, like my family got credit. My parents didn't tell me about credit because the only thing that I know, if you didn't have cash to pay for it, you didn't need it. You wait till you get the money to pay for it.
yeah,
Um, it sounds good. Yeah, it does. It sounds really good. But what you don't have is credit. So it's
right.
almost like no credit is bad credit.
Yes.
And and
I'm,
even to this day, like we can't get my dad to understand that having no credit, he feels like well, I don't use nothing. I don't, my credit should be fine. I should be able to go in and living in a small town where everybody knows you. They know where you work at. They know everything. So if you go in and say, "Oh, I need to get an AC unit," oh, okay, such and such, you can have because we know you gonna pay for, and that's a store credit, because they own. It's a mom and pop
People
place.
still do that?
But, well, in Oklahoma, yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
People still do that in 2020.
yeah,
School me.
yeah. You hear? I don't think they do it for everybody, but I know back home, like if they know you and they have it, yeah, you because they know. I mean, they know everything about you. It's a small town, so they know you going to work every day. They know like what your history is. You can go in and step in and do stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's not a good thing because if you go try, because I know my dad wants to buy a brand new car, so he goes in, he don't have credit the first because the house has been paid off for so many years, it don't even count. So he has nothing. So he's not
Oh,
understanding that they looking at him like, how can we take this risk? You got all the job fact, the years on the job, all of that, but you don't have anything to say like no credit cards, no anything like that. He doesn't have nothing. And he's over there arguing with the people. I can pay for it. I can pay for it. Well, that ain't old Ray Ray on around the corner that know you. So it's kind of funny. It's
girl.
but
See, that's the thing. Like, I didn't know about. I knew I didn't need to ruin my credit. I knew, okay, you don't. Bad credit is something that you don't want to have. I didn't find out any of that until I filled out my first rental application for my first apartment. You know what I'm saying? And so what they did was they was like, well, you don't have no credit. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know how I'm supposed to get it. I'm like, I didn't know I
exactly.
needed it. And how am I supposed to get it? And they were like, well, I mean, well, I guess, we can't just approve your application. We can, but there's a problem. And I'm like, okay, so they approved it, but I had to pay a double deposit. And so
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? And the lady that was in the apartment, she was like, well, if you get one credit card or something like that, then or get to rent you some furniture or something, like if you do something like that, then that'll get you started. But you just want to get something. And so, we'll go ahead and work with you, but you're gonna have to pay a double deposit so we can go ahead and get you in a place. And I was like, okay. And so I did what I had to do so I can get a place. So after that, I didn't have any problem with, you know, securing a place to stay. But it was like, dang, I didn't know. I was just, hey, I got a job, I make some money, I can pay my bills. So okay. And I did get a credit card. I'm trying to think of what kind of credit card did I get? Like one of them places they be sending you them little book, them catalogs. I can't even remember, girl, it's so long ago. But that was my first credit card. And so, and I really haven't really credit cards. I don't two things I don't really like to deal with: credit cards and checks. I don't I don't like dealing with them.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of old school. Hey, if I just can pay for it, let me pay for it. But you know, I do understand the importance of having established credit and maintaining it in good standing, though. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
me learning now to kind of give my kids a little bit of a leg up. When they got about 16 or 17, I got them a checking account
Mhm.
at the bank, and I had them do it where it was the teenage, the student checking, that's it.
Uh-huh.
And it was pretty much linked to mine, but it was there with their names on it. And so I got like a little card for them to build their credit. But
Mhm.
what I did was is I charge the electric bill because you're gonna pay your electric bill anyway. Charge some gas, do something like that, so that way it could build them a little bit.
Right.
Because you're gonna pay for it. You pretty much have your money here for that. You charge it. I wait a week or two, pay it. Pay it off. Sometimes do it in two payments, so it looks like I had some paying history. So it gave them a
Hmm.
little bit of credit, to help them out or whatever and kind of get them established because it's hard starting out and not
Right.
having anything. But it was
Right.
still, honestly, even with that, I still needed to co-sign for my daughter's car. When she got another car because she didn't have car credit. So it's
Right.
all types of different credit
Yeah, so
things.
they have all kinds of stuff. And I think it's
Yeah,
just really messed up how they do it. You can't do anything if you don't have anything, but you've never had anything. So, but
yeah.
I don't know.
This
The
is
system,
learning.
the system is rigged,
It is. It's very rigged. It's rigged to not win, but
and it's not rigged for the people.
no,
Hmm.
it's not. Anything that I would say for us, if you don't need it, don't don't overextend yourself. Stop
Right?
living up to your means. I know it looks good to ride around with the baddest
No, it
car.
don't.
I
No, it don't.
understand,
No, it don't. No, it don't.
but I'm saying for
And you
people,
sleeping, and,
I
and you sleeping from pillar to post, laying on
well
anybody's
that
couch who's available. No, it don't.
well that yeah, that's the next
And
thing
too
I
many
was gonna
folks be
say.
doing that.
It looks good because you can pull up, but if you ain't got nowhere to park that, no address to
You
park
got,
that car
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh,
at
you
night,
got a ride that look good. You can pull up, but you sleeping wherever you pull up at. You might pull up at the park tonight. You might pull up at the gas station tomorrow.
yeah,
You might. You don't have a domicile. You don't have a place to reside.
right,
No, something wrong with that. That don't look
yeah,
good at all. That look like, okay, something is all the way wrong right here.
yeah. It looks like a whole lot of debt is what it looks like to me. Because at the end of the day, as long as you have reliable transportation, I understand, as we get older, we work hard, and you may want to get that one nice car because you don't work, but work hard to do that. But if you can afford it, hey, I don't knock nobody. Do you? But when you
Right.
beg, borrowing, and dang, they're stealing to make it. No, you live, stay in your lane. Drive.
Hmm. And
If
it's
you got
different.
time,
It's different than falling on hard time. But no,
yeah,
you just no. You're all over the place. Nah, that ain't what's up.
yeah. If you got
Priorities out of
Honda
whack. That's
money.
not what's up.
You hear if you got Honda money, drive a Honda. Don't be trying to drive no Mercedes. Drive a Honda. Do you hear?
Okay.
Because that's what your money is talking like. You hear your money is
Your
not
dollar got Honda
saying like,
stretch.
yeah, no, you can't just stay there. It's nothing wrong, and people feel like they're impressing folks, but honestly, what's
They're all
impressive to
gonna laugh
me,
at you.
yeah, yeah. What's impressive to me is the person that's pulling up in the paid up off car, and they stacking their coins or whatever and doing something because they don't care because they're actually saving money for their future or saving for whatever else they want in life or doing or doing other things, not just out here living above their means for the show. It's
Right.
just like, hey, I got a car, it run, it got air conditioning, got the windows rolled, that whatever your car need to do, it's doing that, and they don't care that they don't pull up and everybody turn around and look. I mean, that's me. I don't care. Hey, give me a car, and preferably if it's paid for, I like that a little bit better. I
Okay.
do.
Baby, listen. When your car paid off, baby, listen. That'll bless your life when you driving a car and no car payments. That's one of the best feelings in the world when you ain't got no car payments.
Preach on it, honey.
Listen,
Preach on it.
listen. I don't take them days for granted
No,
at all.
I miss them.
At all. You
Yeah,
too?
I miss it. I miss it because Real talk, if my daughter's car did not get stolen when it did, I will still be driving my 2012 Malibu, and it's 20. It is 2020, but it was paid off. I had 3 years of no car payment, 3 years before I got the car that I have now. And I'm just like, I'm in this
Yeah, that's a
bad
good feeling.
relationship. You hear
Yeah.
I'm in a bad relationship right now, and when I say it's a bad relationship, because they just keep taking and taking and take every month they want money. They just want something. They want you got to put in. You hear they want, and I was like, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. We got about 2 more years to get, and then we're gonna end. We're gonna end our relationship, and and they gonna stop taking, and then I'll be back back to door. You hear that's this is the relationship that I had. They just take us, man. And you hear my car
Mm,
payment, I call it a bad relationship because they getting all the money and I ain't getting nothing.
mm, mm, mm.
So, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there are certain things that I feel like you should pay for. Like if you have a house, you got a mortgage, that's 30 years. It would be lovely for us to be able to say, I got a 15-year mortgage, but I mean, that's a lot of money. But that's the only thing I could see myself long term with. Like,
Right.
that's it.
Right.
Because that's
And listen,
something.
even with that, they got some strategies to knock that down. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's some
they do.
strategies to get that done. You know what I'm saying? I know that like our a pastor or pastor, they prayed out for 30-year mortgage in 7 years. You know what I'm saying? It can be done.
Mm,
It can be
that would
done.
be amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, you just paying a little extra, knocking that principal down. You know what I'm saying? Over them 30 years, a lot of that is just interest. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You kill the principal, then hey, where them 30 years go? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Shoot, even if you make just like if you make two extra payments a year, that's gonna knock down a lot. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That's gonna knock down quite a bit. So I mean, it's ways to do it. Oh, it's ways to
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah, you just have to figure out a good plan, and and there are situations where some people can't afford to put the extra on it, but if you
Right.
can,
But even if you paying an extra $50 a month, if you got an extra $50 a month, hey, if you usually go out to eat and spend $50 on crab legs every Saturday, listen, one of them Saturdays, cook at the house. Put that $50, put that extra 50
yeah,
on that house note. A little bit at a time, chip it away. You know?
yeah,
Yep.
make some
But you know what? But the thing
responsible
about it is like,
sacrifice.
people don't. But the thing about it is, they don't give you when you go to a lender. They don't give you all of that information. They just, oh, well, you got all of this time to pay it off. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? They give you that no payments for 30 days, for 90 days. That's like the biggest ripoff ever. One of them things, oh, no payments for 120 days. If you don't know better, you know what I'm saying? They have that rolling interest, that doubles, triples, quadruples, whatever, over, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't paid, you know what I'm saying, within 30 days, and then so in 30 days, you pay if you wait full 90 days, say for instance, if you got a $500 note, card note, whatever, oh, no payments for 120 days. Okay, cool. Yes, that's awesome. By the time you make that first payment, after that 120 days up, that first car note is going to be all interest, nothing
Yeah,
principal. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
unless you pay a double car note or whatever, a double credit card payment or whatever, you're not knocking down your balance at all. And it's gonna just keep increasing instead of going down. And you're gonna be wondering, wait a minute, how did when I got this, they financed me this amount. How's it more than what was financed? Because you took the bait. You took the bait. Now, if they tell you no payments for 120 days, you better make that payment before that first 30 days.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
It
true.
knock that interest down. Knock that
'Cause
interest down.
I know when my son moved, I gave him my washer and dryer. I gave them so they wouldn't have to run over here and wash and or go to the laundry mat to wash. So I ended up having to get another one real quick. Well, also too, I moved and I thought mine had washer and dryer, so I was like, oh yeah, I could just have one. But then I found that I didn't have one, so I didn't want to be an Indian giver and take it take it back. Oh, by the way, give me my washer and dryer back.
Listen, I know
So
I blessed you, but let me be a blessing to myself. Let me get that back.
yeah, and so I ended up running out and grabbing one, and of course, I'm not rich, so I didn't have just $1,000, or how much ever it costs to get a washer and dryer set just laying around because I was moving right then. And
Right,
I ran out and I did I think like you said, a 90 or 120 days they give you to pay it back. Well, I
right,
looked at that price and I was like, if I pay it off before that time, I'm just gonna be paying for the washer and dryer.
right.
But if I wait past that
You're
time,
gonna be paying double.
double.
Paying
And
by
so,
by
man,
two by two or whatever you're buying.
yeah.
For the
So,
price,
man,
you know what I'm saying? Buying one for the price of two.
when I tell you that I sacrificed some meals trying to get that, and a lot of things to get that hurried up and paid off because I refuse to pay double the amount on that washer and dryer. I
Right. It's
refuse.
not worth it.
Yes.
Not worth
And
it.
yeah, it took some budget. I spent a day over there with that calculator, looking like Medea on the one who going through. Now that ain't adding up, going through,
With that,
girl, just
with
going.
that,
But
that machine, that ad
yeah,
machine.
but I figured out some things to get that paid off because
Yeah.
at the way that it was going, that was almost 3 years ago. I still or just about being finished paying that off. So imagine, how long and how if it I know it doubled, but it probably would have almost tripled at the long if you really just spread that out
Yeah.
and look at it. Oh no. And
Right.
by the time you do all of that, it's time, you like, dang, I could have bought everybody in my little section a washer and dryer at this point. You
This I
get
could have been
one
Oprah. You
too.
get one. You got
Yeah. And
yeah.
I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I can't do it. And and I know those small payments sound good when they bring them to you, and that long time sound
Don't
good.
take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
tell me, oh, you can get a PlayStation. You're gonna buy 3 PlayStations from Rental Center and
Yeah,
only
you
get
get the
one.
PlayStation for $3 a week. You're
Right.
gonna be paying $3 a week for 300 years.
I'm trying to tell you, baby, you done bought.
They on a PlayStation 4 about to come out with a 5. By the time you finish paying for that, they're gonna be on a PlayStation 99. Do you hear it? Cause that's and you still trying to pay off that 4. That
Oh,
PlayStation 4.
yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. That is crazy.
It's learning, and people when you have these discussions, people get offended because hey, everybody's in a different point in their life, and
Right.
we having this discussion ain't to say, well, I can't do any better. Well, you're right. Sometimes your financial
And if you
situation
can,
can't get there, but at the end of the day, it's people say things, and if it wasn't for people teaching me certain things, I wouldn't know what I know now. Because, like I said, it
right,
started with my parents. Hey, if I ain't got the money, you don't need, with that mentality. But you know, I had to learn, and I learned the hard way because I made some mistakes along the way with my
listen, I
credit.
did too. I did too, but baby, trust me, it didn't take me long, take me too long.
Yeah, it didn't.
Uh,
Well, yes, it did not.
no, honey.
Well,
Mm,
I think got us a good discussion in on some growing pain. We're gonna call this growing pains.
Okay.
You know, because it's like we growing. You know,
Yeah.
I like that.
Sounds good.
Hold the people tonight. I'm too long tonight. I know we've been gone for a while, but hey, we growing, and this is
That's
gonna happen.
right.
We'll be back. We'll try to get on a regular schedule so that we can
Yes.
bring y'all content. But if you don't see our faces, know that we are not slacking and not providing people with information and our conversation. We're out here grinding and working and getting
We're
Tasha
getting it in.
getting Tasha educated with school, all of these things. So
Yes,
that's
trying to get these kids prepared for school and everything else, and
yes,
potty training and whatever else. Yes, all this potty training. That's that part.
yes,
That
yes.
part times two.
Yeah.
Trying
Well, I enjoyed
to
the
get all
conversation.
these poopies on the potty
I
and
remember those
whatnot
days.
and all.
Oh,
Yes,
I remember those days.
growing pains.
Lots of
Uh-huh.
them. Lots of them. But we're growing to get better.
That's right.
Growing to
That's
get
right.
better.
That's right. Well, good talk, girl. Good talk. Good talk. Good talk.
Yes, ma'am. All right, you get to studying.
You know what time it is, don't you?
I do.
That's
I
what
know.
time it is. All right, girl. Well, I'll talk to you later. Y'all peace out. I hope we see y'all again next time. And, continue to like, subscribe, share, and give us some feedback.
Yes, ma'am.